I have 3 observations for condo investors in downtown Toronto. Hi there, I'm Nawar Naji, a real estate broker with Chestnut Park Real Estate in the city of Toronto. Over the last few weeks, I've managed to rent a bunch of condos for my investors in this city. I've observed 3 patterns over the last few weeks when I'm renting these condos for my clients. 1, people are moving from the outskirts of the city to the core for cheaper price. So people who are living in Scarborough and North York, outside of the downtown core, so outside of, or I should say north of Bloor, they're seeing this opportunity where they can move to the core, get that downtown lifestyle, although that is non-existent right now because of COVID and all the shutdowns. But they're taking advantage of that opportunity to say, you know what, rental prices have come down and it makes sense for me to move to the core where before I could not afford it. So for example, where 1 bedrooms were renting for $2,200, depending on the building and the location, they could be renting now for $1,700, $1,800. So that makes it more attractive for those tenants to move down to the core. The second thing that I've observed is people co-living. I've had a number of calls where, 2 people coming together and wanting to live together as a cost saving, and again, use that opportunity to move to the core. So this is specific to the 1+ dens and the 2 bedrooms. The 1+ dens are a little bit tricky because some of the newer, well, I should say most of the newer condos, their den is, just a nook. It's not really a bedroom. But the older buildings and some newer ones, the den could be used as a 2nd bedroom. So that presents an opportunity for some tenants to come together, 2 people come together, split that rent, and again, makes it affordable for them to move into the downtown core. And this is the same for the 2 bedrooms because rents have dropped for the 2 bedroom condos, and again, 2 people moving together at a lower cost into the core. The third pattern, which I have to say I was pretty surprised with, is people moving from out of town to Toronto. And I just thought, COVID-19, who's moving to the city now from out of town? But I guess there are jobs. There are people who are moving from, I had calls from Seattle, from Alberta, from Ottawa, from different places, and from Barrie. They're moving to the core. And I was just surprised, who's just going to move in the middle of a pandemic? But again, for these, potential tenants, they were looking for an opportunity to move to the core, closer to their job, or maybe family or friends, or whatever the case may be. But again, there seems to be some people who are still, continuing to move. Now, my advice for condo investors moving forward. Now, there are 2 different markets. There's the duplex, triplex type of rental market for investors, and there's the condo. Specifically for the condo investors, moving forward, you're going to have to cut your price. I mean, there's a lot of supply coming onto the market, and now it's the time of recording this video, it is October 19th. So we're getting into that, December, Christmas, New Year's time frame where, again, who wants to move when it's, minus 20 and freezing out there. So keep that in mind is, if you undercut your price by, $50, $100 compared to your competitors, but get a tenant in for December 1st, that is a better proposition because over 12 months, you might be sacrificing $1,200 of rental income versus losing a full month of rent, or potentially 2 months because, December, January, those are slower months for tenants moving around this city. So that's something to consider. Now, if you are a condo investor looking to buy, be picky. Look for, the things that I'm looking for right now for my condo investors are, vacant condos. So again, the seller there is motivated because the condo is vacant, there's no rental income, or they've bought a house and they moved out. They need to get that deal done. So that's something to look for. The second thing to look for is days on market. So if a condo has been sitting on the market for, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, somewhere there, then again, there's an opportunity to negotiate and pick up a deal for that specific condo. So again, be very selective, be very picky when it comes to picking these condos, because there are opportunities and there will be opportunities, especially as we get into this December, Christmas, New Year's timeframe. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to share my insights, thoughts, and knowledge with you. And until next time, happy investing.